didn't see before that came to the light. And maybe it was fear based, maybe it was just in your own head or in their head, or it was actual things that were happening in your situation that caused for this tower moment to happen, for everything to kind of blow up in your face, and shake things up a little bit to where you have to be like, well, we can't do that anymore. Like, we can't be in this conflict energy anymore. We can't have this. Um, Something needs to change, is what I'm feeling. Something needs to change in this connection. And so you're fine. You're going towards peace and calm. And right before the Six of Swords is the Five of Swords, which is all about conflict. It's a lose-lose situation, jealousy, envy, um competition. It's just a very low vibrational, like egoic energy. So yes, I don't know what specifically your situation is, but this is kind of what's going on. There was a fight, there was a breakup, there was an ending, or there was just redirection in this connection. Okay, so that's kind of where you're at. um because we also have the Emperor at the bottom, which is like, again, that very solid, stable, divine masculine energy. So I am feeling pretty strongly that this is a serious relationship that you are in, or somebody that you're seriously committed to. And there was just some turbulence here. So this person that you're dealing with could be your soulmate, that you're having kind of trouble with, or a little bit of conflict that needs to be worked out. Okay, so the next 3 months of your love life. So there's definitely going to be some sort of a revelation or an epiphany or some sort of insight in your love life where you're going to see something clearly. But there is a lot of conflict energy still. We have the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. It's a lot of change as well. So a lot of turbulence, still change. Maybe you're still coming off of this tower moment that happened here. So I do see that there's a lot of um maybe communication about this, because the Ace of Swords is very clear, direct, honest communication, and it's surrounded by the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. So perhaps you are talking to this person about um, whatever it is that is causing these problems and this conflict, right? So there is a lot of communication around that, because we also have the Page of Pentacles, and I think the communication is centered around um like how to begin anew with the Page of Pentacles. How to start new, how to build that stable ground again with the pentacle, and like it's the seed is growing, how to grow this seed. But there's a lot of attraction and passionate chemistry here between you and this person. I mean, soulmate is showing up in the next 3 months. So I feel like in the next 3 months of your love life, you are going to be connecting with a soulmate. And working through, I think you guys are going to be working through these issues that you have, because you do see clearly now. Because with the moon currently, I feel like there's a lot of illusion still, there's a lot of haze, confusion, the unknown, uncertainty, not seeing things clearly. And maybe that is what is causing this tower moment here, and all of the drama. But I see that in your future, you do have that drama still kind of comes up, like the conflict comes up, but now there's clarity around it, right? Instead of being like in the light of the moon, the darkness, like illusion, now you have clarity, and you have the sun as well at the bottom. So now all of it gets illuminated, and it gets seen for what it is. Okay. And I think there's going to be some sort of an effort made here to express your love and to communicate about how you guys can begin anew on more stable ground, because there is a lot of passion here between you guys. There's a lot of passion, there's a lot of chemistry, a lot of desire. And I do think that um, the masculine in this situation is going to be like a gentleman, and very chivalrous, and just making the effort to make the feminine feel worthy and loved, and like there is going to be an expression of love here, right? It's like this chivalry, right? This man is going towards this woman, and it's like this man sees this woman as sacred. So This woman is sacred. She's healing her heart, and this man sees the sacredness in this woman, and that it is worth investing the energy into, because you are soulmates. So this is your soulmate. So the next 3 months you're dealing with a soulmate. There are romantic feelings here. There's a reconciliation. You guys are coming back together. There was a fight or breakup. I do see that there is going to be trying to resolve this, really putting in the effort and the work to resolve it through a lot of communication. So I do see a positive change here. I do. And I think that you need to hear that. You need to know that. You need to have that valid, like that reassurance, that things are going to change for the better. The fives are about a lot of changes. So I think that whatever this conflict energy was with this situation, it is going to change for the better. The Five of Wands is clifford by the Three of Wands. So I feel like you're going to expand out of this. You're going to grow out of this. You're going to get out of your comfort zone, or like just you and this person, you guys are going to get out of your comfort zone and try to move towards, like, move away from this conflict energy. And then with the Five of Swords, there is a death here, a transformation. The Seven of Pentacles, it's about reevaluating and looking at the situation in a new perspective, kind of, and just giving it some thought, contemplating it, and bringing an end to it with the death card. Like, there's a transformation here with this conflict, the Five of Swords, the fighting, the arguing, the not seeing eye to eye, the jealousy, the insecurities, the fear, the doubt, the whatever it is that caused this tower moment. I think that with patience and time, it's kind of going to be a slow moving process to rebuild, and for this transformation to happen. But there is a rebirth here in this connection, and this drama conflict energy that I just described is going to come to an end, and then you guys are going to figure out a way to work together with the Three of Pentacles. It could be a third party situation too that you have been dealing with, because we have the two threes clarifying the conflict. So the conflict could be caused by a third party. That could be a person, that could be an institution, just a third. It doesn't have to be like a cheating, betrayal type of situation, infidelity. It can be like a third party, and however, like a person that is affecting your relationship, or a situation, or an addiction, even, just some outside factor that is impacting the success of this relationship, or just the health of the relationship. So I do feel that that is going to be transformed here. And there's the sun, there's happiness here. There is this happiness, fulfillment energy. So your advice here is to work together with this person. Your advice is to invest the effort, the time, the expansion, right? So this is about expanding this connection, but in a physical way, like putting in the physical work and effort to work through these things. So if that means spending more quality time together, or if that means going to seek help, like from a counselor, or it's practical, taking practical action to making things work. And so it's collaborating. Three Pentacles is about collaborating, being a team, working together, seeing eye to eye, right? Because we have the Lovers and the Empress, two major arcanas. So your advice here is to see that you are soulmates. It's to see that this person is your divine counterpart. And because of that knowing, you're able to remain in this like collaborative energy where you want to grow and expand together. Maybe you guys work together, or maybe there's like a joint project that you guys can really put your heads together on and achieve success. So maybe there's something that is happening in your life, like this third party situation that is impacting this, like a stressful outside situation that you guys could actually work. Like, let's say you guys have to remodel your home, and it's really causing a lot of stress and fighting because you guys are just stressed, and it's just a pain in the ass, and you guys are turning against each other. This is kind of, it's just an example, but this is just kind of saying that, like, hey, instead of bickering and blaming each other for not getting the paint right or whatever, or not doing a good enough job, working together and being like, hey, let me help you with this, let me work with you on this, and let's, just like kind of be a team. Don't be in this conflict energy. Don't be, look, we have the Three of Pentacles twice. So it could definitely be to do with like a physical situation in your life that you're dealing with. like a practical physical work, home, um, relocating, money, health, even another person. Yeah. So anyway, your advice is to work together with this person. It is to see that you guys are the lovers, right? You guys are divinely connected. You guys are meant to be. And then the Empress, it's to be in your most empowered, strong, highest vibrational energy. It's to know your worth, know your value, and don't let your own insecurities and your overthinking get in the way of remembering your worth and who you are. And that this person does love you and does want to like work with you and be with you and put in the effort as well. You know, they see you as that, like, you guys are soulmates. There's a lot of passion, there's deep love here, there's a stability. So it's like these fears are surfacing with the moon, and maybe the fears that are surfacing are causing this drama and conflict, and that is something that is going to be resolved. And this person does want to invest the energy into it. I think you're going to see very clearly in the next 3 months. um I'm going to clarify the Ace of Swords, actually, like what this clarity is specifically. But I definitely think there's going to be this clarity of mind where you're no longer thinking from fear or insecurity, but you're seeing yourself clearly as well. You're seeing yourself, and you don't have to be a woman to be the Empress. You're just in this Empress divine feminine energy where you feel confident and self-assured and independent and trusting yourself, and you just feel very empowered and like your best self, right? And you feel very magnetic and attractive. You're in this very attractive energy where you kind of draw things to you just by being you, and not your low vibrational insecure you, but your high you, the one that's connected to your soul, your intuition, where you have positive, healthy thoughts about yourself and about this situation and about this person. So that's your advice, is to remain in that high energy. It's to be the Empress, to know that this person is your emperor, and to just trust in that and to work together and collaborate. Okay, so that's your advice. So you're in the Magicians of the bottom. So you're in very attractive energy in the next 3 months in your love life. Very yeah, very attractive. Like I said, the second chapter in the King of Wands. So I just feel like there's a lot of sexual attraction here, and very seductive and alluring to this person that you are, or maybe this person to you as well. It's just this like mutual passionate energy between you guys. The Two of Swords is a block. It's like the Two of Swords doesn't allow you to see clearly because of your own fears and doubts. And it's almost like you're paralyzed in fear. You can't make a decision. You can't move forward because you're not seeing things accurately and clearly, because you're blocking your intuition. You're blocking your truth. You're living in fear. So you're living in worst case scenarios, or what is. And that is what you're gonna have clarity on, is like, finally I see clearly. I see the truth. And there's a lot of healing around that with the star. This is Aquarius energy. There's a lot of healing. There's a lot of a wish fulfillment here, a wish come true. Seeing clearly that maybe this person is your wish come true. And the stars are aligning for you guys. Look, the Ace of Cups at the bottom. There's this beautiful abundance of love here. Empress at the bottom again. Just know that. Know that you deserve this love. Be able to receive the love. Don't let this stuff get in the way. It seems like it's something that you guys can work through. And I feel like you will work through it. And there's a lot of fear getting in the way. Oh my gosh, look, it's fear blocking you guys. There's this beginning of love, this new love, this abundance of love that's trying to flow in here. That is what you're going. It's a new beginning here with that. Maybe even this person communicating to you how they truly feel, their deeper feelings of love for you. And now you're going to see clearly, like, holy shit, on this person's wish fulfillment. Because we have the Empress here, and then we have the Eight of Swords and the Emperor. So what's blocking the Emperor and the Empress from being together here is this fear energy, this self-deprecating, self-sabotaging energy of just thoughts that aren't necessary. So I'm almost thinking maybe some of this is not even an actual thing, but it's just, because you're soulmates, it's just your own fears and stuff getting in the way of this connection. I think that the main thing, in the next 3 months of your love life, you're going to see very clearly this situation. You're no longer going to be seen from the lens of illusion and fear and uncertainty, you're going to have certainty about something. You're going to have clarity and certainty, maybe about how this person feels about you or what they want from you, or maybe you're going to see very clearly if they actually do want to invest the time and energy into this connection, how much they do love you and how passionate they are about you and how much you want to pursue you. Yeah, I think you're going to see that clearly, right? You're going to see clearly this person's your soulmate. You're aligning with them. You know, there's the reconciliation. You guys are soulmates. There's romantic feelings here. There's a happy ending here. There's an expression of love. And you just need to stay in your best, highest vibration and try not to let your own fears and doubts get in the way of making this happen. So anything else that you want to say to pile one about what is coming up in your love life for the next 3 months? Any final messages? I'm not going to say these because they kind of just like fell out. I wasn't feeling it, but we do have the Five of Pentacles in the Devil. So I do feel like this is an attachment to some sort of fear of abandonment, maybe, or fear of loneliness, fear of being alone, fear of being left. Because the Devil is an attachment. It's our the toxic traits that we have, the unhealthy whatever, fill in the blank, anything that is not aligned with their higher self. And then we have the Five of Pentacles next to it. So I'm getting this sense that maybe inadequacy, right? Feeling not good enough, not having enough, the not enough energy, the lack energy. This is exactly what you need to get out of. You need to be in your Empress energy, knowing that you are good enough. You are beautiful and wonderful and amazing and worthy of this love. And once you get into this high vibrational energy, it's like there's this beautiful union of this love where you guys are flowing and working together instead of coming from this insecure energy. So I think for you, insecurity is kind of coming up here. It could be a big thing here affecting this relationship. This is what's coming up for you in the next 3 months. You are going to be the sexiest, most attractive person, and not just because you're physically hot or sexy or handsome or whatever. It's because your energy, it's really about your energy. It's not about your physical looks, but this person is going to be so fucking attracted to you physically and in all the ways because of your energy. It's like you're emanating this confidence, this passion, this fire, independence, empowerment, this strength, this courage, this strength, this you've overcome a lot of your own things. You've faced your shadow, you've overcome things, you've changed a lot of things within your energy, and now it just changes everything around you. And now you have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands, again, counterpart energy coming together into this union. So I think, yes, like you're going to be in a very confident energy the next 3 months, very attractive, sexy. And this person's going to want all of it. And you're feeling good. You're feeling really good about yourself. Really, but there is like again a lot of sexual, sexy, fiery, passionate, creative energy as well. Very spiritual, a little bit mysterious, right? So you're gonna be in this more mysterious, hard to figure out energy, like, very like this person's gonna be very curious about you and wanting very intrigued by you. Also, just a very positive, friendly, happy attitude. This is Sagittarius, Leo, and Aries energy. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. So there's a lot of changes that are coming up for you in your love life in the next 3 months, a lot of positive changes, a lot of things that are part of your destiny. So things are destined to happen. It's part of your karma. And things are going to be go with the flow is the advice here. Like just go with the flow of all the changes that are going to happen. Just remember to remain confident and secure within yourself. Know who you are, know how amazing you are. Don't let any outside factor get in your head. Just remain stable within yourself and your emotions and just go with the flow with the changes. And there are a lot of positive changes here coming in this connection, and that's what you need to know. You can put down your guard and you can just maybe just like focus more on yourself and doing things for you that make you happy, which would create a lot more security within you and in this relationship, because like all of this conflict energy here, I think could be will be resolved as long as there's that transformation that needs to happen with this collaboration, really reevaluating how you want to move forward, where you want to plant your seeds, seeing things clearly, doing a lot more healing, and just being in that empowered energy. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I hope that that was helpful and it resonated with you. If it did, please let me know in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all the best on your journey, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi, pile two. Welcome to your reading. So if you chose this pink quartz, this is going to be your reading all about the next 3 months of your love life. What is going on? What is coming up for you for the next 3 months? So this oracle card is kind of going to give me an overall energy for the next 3 months. But before we get into that, well, we are going to look at it, but before we get deep into the next 3 months, what I'm going to do first is pull some tarot cards to see where you currently are in your love life, just so that you can see if this is your pile, if this message resonates with you, if that is your current situation. So for the next 3 months, we do have number 38, fourth chakra, Archangel Raphael. So this is, I'm kind of going to put this off to the side, and we'll discuss that once we get into the next 3 months. But there's definitely, this is the heart chakra. So there's something here to do with matters of the heart, with love, maybe an opening of your heart, a healing of your heart, maybe love coming in the next 3 months. So it looks like a very positive, hopeful energy. But let's just see where you are currently in your love life. So where's pile two currently? What is your current situation? Just for the no, is this success style or not? What is pile two going through right now currently in their love life? So we have the Nine of Wands. We have the Ace of Wands. What is pile two currently toward from their love life? What is their current situation in love and romance? The Page of Cups. One more card. The Black. So we have the Four of Cups at the bottom, Seven of Pentacles, the World. So we have the Nine of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the Page of Cups, the Six of Swords, the Eight of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling for your love life is that you have felt like the wounded warrior for a while now. Um, Perhaps maybe things have not been working out in the realm of love, and there's been disappointments, missed opportunities. Maybe you're just a little bit bored with the offers that you're getting, with the Four of Cups, kind of disinterested, bored, emotionally unavailable for them, just kind of focusing on you. There's a lot of stagnancy, it looks like. There's just waiting, having to be patient. I do see you focusing on your career right now, and maybe putting a lot of your attention and focus on making money or mastering a skill of some sort, um, building something, maybe building wealth. And I do see, though, with the Nine of Wands, that you perhaps have felt like this kind of defensive, a little bit on guard, self-protective, like people are coming at you and you're having to fight them off energy. And maybe that's because of, like I said, like past hurts, and just the people in the past have not been what you are looking for in the realm of love. But I do see that there are like love offers. So we have the Page of Cups. So this is like a more youthful, young energy. And this could be somebody that you're talking to right now. So currently, as far as your love life situation, it could be that you're crushing on someone, or someone has a crush on you, or it's like this shows me that you're like maybe in the beginning stages of crush or some sort of a connection. It could be through work, where you guys are kind of just flirting, and um just being playful with each other, but this is a little bit more of a young energy. So they could be younger than you, could be a water sign, Scorpio, Pisces, or um, Cancer. But somebody has an interest in you or is flirting with you. But it's not too serious. It's kind of lighthearted. It's fun. It's playful. It does make you happy. There's passion here with the Ace of Wands. So maybe somebody is like passionately attracted to you. But I don't know that you are really fully focused on this. I think you might be more focused on your, like I said, your wealth, your career, your business, your whatever. And you are trying to move on from, you're just trying to move away from conflict. Like I think you're trying to move away from this like Nine of Wands defensive and just being constantly hurt by people energy. But I do see that there are at least one person around you who's trying to get your attention or that you're talking to perhaps in like a more flirtatious, loving way. But maybe this person is not mature enough for you emotionally or something along those lines, or this could build into something else. There is some chemistry here. So let's just see where this goes. So the next 3 months of your love life, um, let's pull some cards. So maybe like this person is trying to talk to you, but you're just not interested. That's kind of where you're at. Yeah. So Pile Anu, what is coming up for them in the next 3 months of their love life? What is coming up for love for Pile 2 to the next 3 months? But it's time after a month. And this is a timeless reading, so whenever you're watching this is when it's meant for you. Oh my gosh, we have soulmates again at the bottom. This came out at the bottom for pile 1 as well. So we have spiritual maturity. It seems like my camera angle is a little bit crooked, and that's just the way that it's set up so that everything could be in the angle. Um, so sorry about that if that bothers anyone, but I'm gonna try to flip everything on the camera. So pile 2 coming up for love in the next 3 months. Aisle 2. Tell me about their love life in the next 3 months. Keep an open mind. Solely, okay, this is too weird, you guys. These two were at the bottom. Wait, I don't know if this is at the bottom of the other one. I'm pretty sure pile 1 had both of these at the bottom. And you saw me shuffle. So, okay. We got some soulmate energy coming through here. And let's pull your tarot cards. So the next 3 months for pile 2, what is coming up for them for the next 2 months after love life? Uh, uh, we have strength. The King of Wands. The Lovers at the bottom. Oh my gosh, look at these repeating energies here. Okay, so probably won't be able to see all of that. I'm gonna move. Sorry. Yeah, just that's a lot of cards. Okay, we'll just do it like that. Okay, so yeah, we have this is what's coming off for you in the next 3 months. So what we have is the Strength card, the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the World, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Cups, and the Six of Cups. So again, we have the Nine of Wands and the Page of Cups repeating itself into your next 3 months features. So these are the energies that you are currently in. I think this is still something that is going to carry itself over into the next 3 months. I think you're still going to be kind of on guard, feeling like you're not trying to maybe let people in 100%. You definitely do have like kind of a wall up, I think, because perhaps you have been hurt in the past. But I do see a lot of fun in your love life in the next 3 months, a lot of happiness, fun, celebration, passion, excitement. There's definitely a lot of passion here with the Strength card and the King of Wands. It's just like feeling maybe this is somebody that's going to be pursuing you, who's very interested in you and determined to have you or determined to get you in some way. And the Strength card is like a very strong sexual attraction too that you kind of can't like hold back. But this is also about just being very confident and radiant and shining bright. This is Leo energy. So I think that you are going to be definitely very attractive to at least one or two people because we have two court cards here, the Page of Cups and the King of Wands. Now, the next 3 months, it could be somebody from your past. Because we have the Six of Cups coming up. So it could be somebody that is returning from your past that is like trying to talk to you and wanting to offer their cup of love to you that you are maybe defensive about. Or if it's not somebody from your past, it could be an ex, but it could be also like a childhood friend. There is this childlike energy here with a lot of fun and playfulness. So it could be somebody from your past that you grew up with or a friend or something like that that is coming into your life. And it's saying to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So there's definitely some soulmate energy coming through. Like I said, the soulmates card, both of them were at the bottom here. So, and then this is like a soulmate energy here with the Six of Cups. So, and then the Lovers at the bottom. So it is somebody that has this soulmate connection with you that is coming into your life in the next 3 months. And I do think that this is somebody that you can grow with. Also indicating a soulmate relationship. This is somebody that you can spiritually mature with. This is somebody where your souls can grow together. And I think that this person is going to be somebody that you're not expecting and somebody that is different than what you usually date, perhaps. So you have to keep an open mind. This is a different kind of energy. And maybe with the Nine of Wands here, it's like maybe you're used to a certain kind of person or archetype. And those are the ones that always hurt you. And so you have like, and then now you've built your defenses, right? So maybe you're used to a certain type of person that you date, and this person's not going to be like that. So you might see them just as a friend because we have the Three of Cups, like that friend energy, the Page of Cups, very lighthearted, fun, friendly, comforting, comfortable energy. The Six of Cups, it could be a major difference between you guys as well. And so I think that it's just like and you might not want to receive this as love. Like you might look at this as like, I'm not interested, but there's definitely a lot more potential here with this person. And I think definitely keep an open mind with them. Because we have the World. So this could be like a long distance relationship. This could be somebody from a different part of the world. It could be somebody who's a different background, race, ethnicity, culture, religion, whatever, something different than you, different worldview even. Um and I think you're kind of going to be battling between like these two sides, like yes and no, like especially with the Gemini. Gemini energy here, and this is Leo energy. So it's just like this battling with yes, this is good, I want this, and no, this isn't right for me. Like this person isn't my, or like I don't know. There's some sort of a battle that you're going through in your head, back and forth, about this person or situation. But I mean, we have the fourth chakra. This is a heart opening. So I think that there's mainly for the next 3 months for you, there is this fun energy that you're going to be having fun with someone. It could be multiple people as well. It could be just people from your past, and a lot of celebrating, a lot of passion, excitement. Still being guarded though. I'm not sensing like a super serious energy, but I think that it's something that can grow into something more serious if you choose to do that. With keep an open mind, spiritual maturity, and obviously the soulmate card. So let's just see what else, because I feel like there might be more needs to be told about it. So what is this soulmate energy for pile 3? Sorry, pile 2. What is this soulmate energy that for the next 3 months for them? The King of Wands. Again, King of Wands twice. This could be a same-sex relationship. And it could be a Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius that you're dealing with. Somebody who's very fiery, passionate, determined, ambitious, driven, sexual, alluring, confident, independent, empowered, like kind of like a leader type, but very fun and adventurous, very spontaneous. The person that likes to travel. Maybe they have a cat. Maybe they are from a different part of the world and they're traveling to you. They have very sunny, positive, vibrant energy, very lively, like they're the life of the party, like they're the life of the room. So very attractive. Okay, so you can't miss this person. That's for sure. You cannot miss this person. Um, what else do you want Pile to know about next 3 months of their life? An Ace of Pentacles. There's a new beginning here. Oh wow! Oh my gosh! Look at this. The Queen and the King of Pentacles came out together. This is a serious relationship. So the next few months of your love life, whatever this is, there's some flirting going on here. There's fun. You're going out with your friends. You're celebrating. You're out in the world. You're out and about. You're showing yourself. You're radiating. There's a lot of competition. There's a lot of eyes on you. There's a lot of attention on you. And you're going to meet someone, or maybe you already know, maybe this is the person that was coming up in your current energy. I don't know. But this person that you're going to be talking to is going to be very excited about you and like all the things I described about this King of Wands energy, and offering you their love, being very vulnerable and sweet, and making you feel very safe and comfortable, to be honest with you, like emotionally safe and comfortable. They're definitely going to open up your heart or affect you on a heart level. They're really gonna make you feel this love energy, right? This sweet, loving energy. And it's gonna feel really good and emotionally satisfying and fulfilling. And perhaps you have closed your heart up because of past pains and hurts and just people who have wronged you. And this person's gonna allow you to open up your heart, and there's this new beginning here, and I see a serious relationship. I see counterpart energy, King and Queen of Pentacles. This is like girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, girlfriend, girlfriend, boyfriend, boyfriend. And, so it's just this very committed, long term, loyal, stable, grounded, secure type of relationship where there's no fuckery, there's no messing around, but there's a lot of passion with the King of Wands. But it comes with stability. There could be a lot of jealousy here, or gossip, or competition, or yeah, like competing for attention here. I'm not sure what that is about, but that's coming out. And let's just clarify. I want to know what the nine of wands is. This wounded warrior. Tell me more if it piled to what did I need to know about this energy? The Hierophant. Justice. The Hermit. Wow, all major arcanas. Page of Pentacles. I mean, this is about a marriage here. Justice and the Hierophant, they're both kind of, justice is this indicates that maybe you were in a serious relationship in your past, married perhaps, or had a contract with someone. Um, there's just a long-term commitment here, and then there's this energy of being alone, going on your own to find yourself, self-discovery, going to hermit mode. um Not necessarily seeing a breakup in these cards, so I'm not going to assume that, but there is, as far as being the wounded warrior here, the Nine of Wands being this like kind of feeling defeated and on edge, and now you're like kind of putting up your walls and being guarded and not trusting. It could have something to do with these serious relationships that you had. And yeah, like a contract that you had with someone. And what happened with this contract? Of the Emperor, all these major arcanas. This is a big, serious situation here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands. It could have been with a bot, like I don't know, like a boss or somebody that you worked with. It could have been like in the education system or some sort of an institution, like a legal matters, legal situation, that kind of an environment. Somebody like an authority figure that you worked with that somehow made you this wounded warrior. I don't know how that relates, but yeah, I don't know. It could have been just somebody that you were in a long-term serious relationship with, and you're kind of maybe that's the person that's returning to your life with the Six of Cups. Maybe it's an old spouse or an ex, like a serious relationship that you had with an ex, and you're really self-protective around this person. Okay, Six of Cups, the Tower, Two of Pentacles, Six of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Tower at the bottom, Six of Cups under that. I don't know exactly. I do see the Tower, so I do see like some sort of an ending or a breakup with this person, the Six of Cups, a person from your past or something like that. But there is this indecision, this back and forth, feeling up and down. That's kind of what I was feeling, like yes and no, yes and no, yes and no, like going back and forth. But I do see happiness and victory here with this person, this situation. Um, yeah, the Six of Wands. I mean, this is promising success, victory. And then the Ten of Cups is ultimate happiness, with your soulmate, with your person. So I do see a happy ending here and a serious relationship. Um, I would like to know, I want to know two things. I want to dig a little bit deeper into what this is first. Tell me more about this situation for pile two, about what is coming up in their love life for the next 3 months. Tell me more about this situation. The other thing I want to get is advice for you, what you need to do. I mean, there it is. We have the King of Pentacles. I see the Lovers again. Five of Swords, Two of Pentacles, the Moon. Okay, so the next 3 months, there is some sort of a reunion here or a union with a lover, with a soulmate, with a counterpart. There is some of that Five of Swords, Five of Wands energy, conflict, kind of going back and forth, a lot of fears, and just stuff from below that are coming to the surface. Just things that are maybe have been hidden in the shadows. They're kind of causing some of that conflict energy here that's making you go back and forth, kind of similar to pile one. Not gonna lie, this energy is pretty similar to that. So you might want to check out pile one and see. Pile one was a lot more clear. I've been experiencing that where pile two in my readings is just like complicated. There's not ever like a clear message. So it is what it is. But yeah, we have the King of Pentacles at the bottom. So I think that what's coming out for you here and like the essence of it is that there is some sort of a serious commitment here with someone, a new beginning, and it is stable, but it is going to bring up some past issues that are going to make you be indecisive and not knowing how to move forward. So let's get advice for you. So what is your advice? And yet this person could already be talking to you, and it could develop into more. Or deepen, I guess. Turn into like a serious thing. But I think it starts off where you guys are just kind of having fun. So maybe there's a couple situations. Maybe there's like for those of you like who have a past person, that's one story. And then for those who don't, it's like this a light-hearted situation that turns to something more serious and that you have to be open-minded for. Or if it is a person from your past, then maybe there was some conflict and like this is something that you guys are trying to give another chance to. Or maybe it's a person that just feels very familiar to you, but it's not somebody from your past, but it is a new beginning here with this person that feels maybe they trigger things of the past, right? Like maybe that's how you're the wounded warrior, like just having your guard up and stuff, because they remind you of this person that you used to date, let's say, that did hurt you in a certain way or didn't work out. Maybe it was like a serious relationship that you were in the past. And so this person brings up those fears, right? Triggers those fears and those conflicting thoughts, making you be indecisive and back and forth. But this person isn't that person. This person isn't the person from your past. This person's a new person with new energy, and they just trigger old wounds of yours that you have to heal. And that's why spiritual maturity is here, because this person's going to help you mature in those areas and help you heal those wounds. And that's why you have to keep an open mind, because you would immediately be like, nope, you're not my person. You're making me feel the way that my ex used to make me feel. But in reality, it's like these are just still your own things that you haven't addressed. This is your own shadow that you haven't addressed. And this person's just bringing it out. But this person isn't going to hurt you in those ways. So you can drop your guard. And you need to just start slowly and maybe have fun with this person and just ease into it, because there's this very warm, comforting soulmate energy from this person, but it is triggering a lot of conflict. I actually, as I'm talking about it, I'm feeling more that energy, like it's resonating with me more than like an ex coming back or something like that. This feels more like new energy, but almost like triggering a past situation that you weren't happy in, or it could be, um, yeah, yeah, no, that's that's what I'm feeling. Create your joy, smile, laugh. You deserve to be happy for no reason. Take time to do what feels good. Yeah, there's a lot of happiness coming up in the next 3 months of your love life. You're going to be very happy. Trust. Take a chance. Faith can move mountains. Trust the universe to guide you through the unknown. Yeah. So the unknown with the moon, there's a lot of unknowns here in this connection that are going to trigger you and scare you, and maybe put your defenses up and get into your like fighting energy. But I think you can trust this. You can trust the situation. I honor my intuition. I trust myself. You can trust the situation. You can also trust yourself and trust your heart. I think if you feel good in your heart, if this feels right, trust it, even though it's bringing up old wounds that are kind of getting in the way of trusting this connection 100%. But I see that this turns into like something serious and real. So if you are currently talking to someone that is being what I described or making you feel that way, that you're like, oh, I'm not really interested, like you're not my type, or there's no way that you could be my person. There's just no, like that kind of stuff. Like maybe keep an open mind towards that person because you don't know what it can develop into. And they could really help you grow in this area where you feel wounded still and help you mature. So yeah, that's what I have for you, pile two. Sorry that was a little bit all over the place as usual, pile two. But here we are. I hope you enjoyed that and it resonated. If it did, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I wish you all the best. Bye. Hi, pile three. Welcome to your reading, Subchosis Amethyst. This is going to be your reading all about what is going on in your love life for the next 3 months. So this is a timeless reading. So whenever you're watching this is when it's meant for you. And how we're going to do this is I'm going to first and foremost pull some cards to see where you currently are in your love life. So you can kind of check in and tune in and see if this is your pile. And then we're going to get into the next 3 months. And this card right here represents kind of the overall energy of the next 3 months. And then we'll also be pulling more cards for that. So the sun, number one. So overall energy for the next 3 months of your love life is happiness, joy, fulfillment, clarity, healing, sun. So sunshine, happiness. Maybe you're going to be visiting a place that's really sunny and warm and you're going to feel very happy there. There's just this, if this is the happiest art ever. So a lot of good things and blessings coming in your love life. Okay. Well, we're not going to get fully into that right now. We're going to get out your cards for where you currently are, just to kind of tune into your energy and see what's going on with you right now. So what is going on with pile three currently in their love life? Where's pile three current longer journey in love? What is going on with them currently? Pile three current energy in what? In their situation. Okay, we have the Page of Cups. Oh. The Two of Swords. We have the Ten of Swords. And then there's like 20 cards that fell out. So we'll just put that back in the back and continue shuffling. I just saw 222 on my timer. Sorry, the camera angle is like crooked. I guess I can make it crooked on my end so it looks straight for you. This is the way that it's angled. So just that it gets everything in the screen. So be pile three, where are they currently at in their love life? Love at moments. What is their current situation? Current energy. Okay, so basically with this energy, I see that you're at kind of maybe even a crossroad in your love life. There's been a major ending here with the Ten of Swords. There was a betrayal. There's just a lot of pain, a lot of emotional pain, mental anguish, pain. Um, feeling backstabbed, even just a painful ending. So this is perhaps something that you have gone through in the recent past, or it's like currently what you're going through. And we also the Eight of Cups. So this is you walked away from something that was no longer fulfilling you. Okay, it was hard. It was a painful ending, but it just wasn't serving you anymore. And you've been kind of back and forth with this. Maybe it was a serious relationship that you were in, and you had to cut something out. And you were kind of going back and forth, not knowing how to you don't know how to move forward, or maybe in the recent past you didn't know. There's a lot of blocks here, blocked energy, blocks in communication, not seeing clearly, not really knowing what your intuition is telling you, feeling very disconnected from yourself, even. Um, but I think also currently we have the Page of Cups, so you're hopeful. Like you're hopeful with love, you're hopeful in connecting with people um in that way, but not too serious. Like you're not really looking for anything super serious right now, because I think you went through a lot, that it's too much maybe to go into a deep relationship, serious relationship. So maybe you're just looking for a lighthearted connection, somebody you can just kind of play around with, flirt with. But it is of the heart, it's the cups. So it is something that still meets you emotionally to some level, or makes you happy emotionally to some extent. Because I think you will need emotional connection right now. Um, where this could also be a third party situation that happened, because there are three people on this. So it could be that you dealt with some sort of a betrayal on that level, where there was, someone cheated on you, or maybe you did the cheating, and there was just this. You don't know how to move forward because you're scared. You're scared of this painful ending, but you did it. You walked away, or maybe that's, like I said, what you're currently kind of going through. You did it. You walked away, and you're going towards the sun. You're going literally towards the sun. That's what the Eight of Cups is. You walk away from something that is not 100% in order to find 100%. And it's like, this maybe wasn't that bad, although it does look really bad. Um, where you're going and you're taking a risk that you're going to find something better and more fulfilling than where you are now. And you are, because we have the sun. So your next 3 months of your love life are about a lot of healing, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy. So that's really nice. It's really good to look forward to that. Okay. So let's pull some more cards. So let's see. Heimel Perry. What is coming up? So this is about the next 3 months now. We have their current energy and the next 3 months. What is coming up for them for the next 3 months in their love life? And like I said, if this isn't your current energy, but it is something that you've experienced in the past or recent past, or this was like maybe even within the last year or so, and you're no longer in this energy, take whatever resonates. If this storyline's resonating with you, then maybe this is something that you're coming out of right now. When I was shuffling cards, the sun also flipped over when those 20 cards fell out. I didn't take it, but I am acknowledging it. So where you currently are is the sun was there. So maybe you are in that more healed energy, or healing from this, not so much in the grunt of this darkness. Some of you are, though. So I think there's different ends of the spectrum here on whether you are as far as that process goes. So the next 3 months, love life with card three. It's emotional freedom. Look at that. Just being emotionally free and happy and feeling good within yourself. This emotional instability of not knowing what you want, where your heart lies, what your intuition is telling you, not knowing how another feels about you, because they're toxic, or they're narcissistic, or they're abusive, or they're deceitful, whatever. It's just not knowing the truth. I think you're going to free yourself from that in the next 3 months. You're going to finally have emotional freedom, independence, clarity, where you are in charge of your emotions, where you're in control of your emotions, and you feel stable in that. Like you feel like I'm like, you're not letting these other people or situations impact you to where you're so fragile, right? Like you're so fragile emotionally to where um anything that somebody says or does is going to hurt you. It's like you're gaining this strength and this confidence in yourself and the maturity to have this security within yourself about your feelings and how you feel and what you want and what you desire and what you deserve. It's beautiful. You're free. You're emotionally free from the pain too. The next few months of your love life, you're free from this pain, whatever you experienced here. And you're just abundance. You're basking in your happy energy in your abundance because we have the garden at the bottom. You're just laying there in your garden in nature, in the sunshine, soaking it in, connecting with yourself, and feeling so freaking happy, even if you're not with anyone. I'm not saying you're not with anyone, I'm just saying that even if you're alone, you feel good and you feel satisfied and fulfilled, and it's like you don't need anyone. You're free. They're happy. Like there's this really, really happy, fulfilled energy, and she's alone here. So you could be like alone doing this where you feel good about it. So the next 3 months for Kyle free in their love life. What is coming up for them? You? We have romantic feelings. Well, I did see intimacy here at the bottom under garden, intimacy. So you might not be completely alone the next 3 months. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Well, this is a love reading, so obviously that's what we're looking for. But we have honeymoon and chemistry. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. This is kind of what I was saying in the beginning with the sun is maybe you're gonna be hanging out with someone who on vacation or somewhere tropical or somewhere where there's sunshine. Maybe you're taking a vacation together, a retreat, or genuinely just like going on. Well, I don't know about a honeymoon because I don't know what your situation is. And then also with the chemistry, that's like very similar to the sun energy, which just kind of reminds me of Leo energy, is just this strong sexual passionate, fiery energy. So I think that there's going to be somebody here who you're going to have romantic feelings for, and you might take a vacation with them in the next 3 months. There's a lot of strong chemistry. It's going to feel very joyous, and you're going to feel very alive and happy. It could be somewhere in the countryside where there's mountains, and like I said, just very green and lush, and there's trees and beautiful nature. So somewhere in nature. There could also be water. This also looks like Venice, Italy, something that could look like that. But yeah, let's see. So Pile 3, what is coming up for them at her love life? What is coming up on, love life in the next 3 months? Next 3 months of their love life. Tell me what can the eight of I definitely feel travel. Like I do. I feel like you're gonna be traveling somewhere and either you meet someone on your travels or you're gonna be traveling with a person that you maybe meet at work, the Three of Pentacles, maybe you work with this person, you know them from a physical place. So like a physical actual place. So it could be school, could be work, it could be like in your community somewhere. Oh, a class that you take, the gym, a health club, like a favorite like restaurant that you go to, coffee shop, like something like a physical place that you know this person from. That could be a possibility. So the next 3 months of File Breeze look like. What do they need to know? What's coming up for them? We have Temperance, again, more travel energy because it's Sagittarius. Six of Wands and the Five of Swords. The Hanged One at the bottom. So I definitely do see a lot more healing here in your future when it comes to your love life. A lot more emotional balance. So this emotional freedom card is very important here, and this really goes along with this temperance card. This is about gaining emotional stability, balancing out your emotions, just feeling one with yourself. There's a lot of healing energy here, connecting with the divine, being guided by the divine, the universe, a higher power, guided by your truth, your intuition, seeking a higher truth, gaining higher knowledge, and just really feeling free. This free spirited energy with temperance being Sagittarius, just a lot of freedom. Feeling emotionally free. That's really coming out strongly here. Um, and maybe there are some things that still come up. Um, the Five of Swords, actually, let me, before I send your mother, I just need to verify that. The Five of Swords is it's mental conflict, anxiety, others, competition, a lose-lose situation with someone, a breakup and ending, something like that, fighting, conflict. So, um, what Five of Swords, tell me what you want to have me to know about that for the next 2 months of life. Oh, okay. So we have the Eight of Swords. So your Five of Swords energy that's coming through is being clarified by the Eight of Swords, which is showing that this is an internal battle that you have with yourself. This is an internal situation. It's not necessarily coming from the outside, and it's not um there's really nothing on the outside that's causing this conflict. It's not like someone's actually actively hurting you or betraying you or causing you pain. It's something that you're interpreting as pain and bad and conflict and betrayal. You're interpreting it as that because of your own limited maybe mindset or perspective about this situation, or your own fears getting in the way, insecurities, stuff from the past. Okay, your own wounds blocking your vision of the truth. And so that's coming up here. And the truth is there is again travel energy with the chariot and with a person who really sees you for who you are. Okay, so there is this Two of Cups energy, somebody who really likes you, who really feels close to you. This is like kind of like a soulmate type of energy, but it is just like romantic feelings, right? Somebody who has mutual feelings for you. They feel about you the way you feel about them. There's a reciprocation here in emotions. It's not one sided, okay? And this is somebody that you'll be traveling with, you'll be moving somewhere with, but your own fears are creating conflict. And so I think you need to be careful of that you're not creating problems when there's no problems because of some things that you need to work through, because all of this is positive energy here. So yes, the hanged one at the bottom. So you need to gain a new perspective. This is about hanging upside down so that you can see the situation in a different light and gain a new understanding. And that's why temperance came out, is because this is seeking a higher truth. This is seeking your own truth. And so this is about taking time to yourself to really tune in and be like, well, what is the truth of the situation? What is my own stuff that's coming in the way? What is my own fears and wounds and trauma? And what is actually real about this situation, and really focusing on the truth of the situation, right? And I think this is your process to gaining that emotional freedom where you're not letting your negative thoughts and insecurities and limiting beliefs get in the way of your vision, where you are able to remain emotionally stable and strong even when there's conflict, because you understand that a lot of it is coming from your own interpretation of the situation. And even if the person's genuinely doing something that isn't up to your standards or liking, you can still look at it with a clear mind and a mature mindset and like, well, okay, this person's not trying to hurt me, they're just dealing with their own stuff, so I'm not going to let them affect me and trigger me in this kind of way. Let me stay in control of myself. That's kind of like the process I see for you. And there's success here. There's victory here. I feel like there's happiness and success in your love life. I don't know that this is like a serious relationship or anything like that, but there's definitely somebody in your corner who you're going to have a lot of fun with, a lot of chemistry. You're going to feel very happy in the next 3 months. Like I said, you're going to feel happy within yourself because of your own emotional freedom that you have gained after this fucked up situation. And you're also going to have a chance to travel somewhere with this person where you're going to have a really good time, You're going to see eye to eye. You're going to connect. You're going to be on the same wavelength. There's success. There's happiness. There's victory. There's a recognition of you and who you are. Maybe they'll put you on kind of like a pedestal, make you feel really special. Positive communication, a lot of passion, quick travel, working together, collaborating, and just a lot of healing energy as well. So it looks really good for the next 3 months. It just seems like a more fun, lighthearted energy. Maybe that's what this was. Like, that's kind of what you're looking for. You're not looking for a serious relationship or a situation. You just want to get away and have fun. Yeah, that's what this looks like to me. Like, it's a getaway to have fun and escape this bullshit that you've been through, and just remember what it feels like to be happy again. Remember what it feels like to connect with someone again, and have that, like, where we just vibe. Like, you just get along with someone, and it's nice. They're not toxic. They're not um there's no drama, and the only drama there is comes from your own head. So that's something that you have an opportunity to address and heal again. So yeah, that looks good. Let's see what else you have about what is pile free. What else do they need to know about the next 3 months of their love life, and the other major things that are going to be happening. The King of Pentacles. So somebody who is committed to you, though. They aren't in and out. They aren't wishy washy. They aren't hot and cold. They're not, like, they're trustworthy. This person is trustworthy. You can trust their intentions. They're they seem like they're here to stay. They're here to invest. They could be very successful, and they could be a Taurus. This is made in Taurus energy, but Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. They could be really stable in their career. They could be really this is a masculine energy. This could also be your energy as well, that you're feeling very stable within yourself and your career, and like money's kind of flowing in, you're feeling abundant, or maybe they are. But there's a lot of new insightful communication. There's a lot of there's a lot of back and forth communication between you and this person, and it's just really, you guys are really connecting on the mental level as well. And seeing very clearly, like, you have a lot of clarity. The Knight of Pentacles and strength. So this situation is going to require for you to be strong, and yeah, you're definitely, like, still kind of back and forth, indecisive, with the Two of Pentacles coming out again. Um, Not sure, not sure how to move forward, but I do feel like this person has intentions to invest into you, and to not just be like, okay, let's go travel, let's go on a trip together, and then bye. Like, this person has intentions to kind of be here for longer than just a week or whatever, or 3 months. They seem like you can dependable. They seem dependable, and like when they commit themselves to a goal, this is a type of person that follows suit to the end. Okay, so you can trust them in that kind of a way, whether or not you want this. Like, you might not want it, whatever, that's up to you. But I don't know, you were kind of going back and forth and like, no, no, don't want it. But this person does. And they do have their eye on you. This person has their eye on the prize, and that is you. And there's a lot of attraction here, a lot of sexual chemistry, flirtation, maybe even stuff that they have to tame, or you guys have to tame, because it's so strong that it's like it's hard to control. It's hard to control these urges that you guys have for each other. But you're looking very sexy and very attracted to this person, and they want you. That's for sure. They're going to make you feel very good about yourself. So let's just get some advice for you. What is her advice for aisle 3 for the next 3 months? With our spirit life. What is your advice to pile 3? Oh my gosh, look! Fell over when things align. Time for adventure. Turn waiting into loving. Be spontaneous. Try new things. If not now, when? Yes, that's what I feel. I feel like you're gonna have some sort of like an opportunity for a spontaneous adventure, either to go on your own because you're following your happiness, and then that's where, because you're free, you're this like Sagittarius free spirited energy, and then that's where you meet this person, or you meet a person and you go with this person, and it's like kind of like a risk that you're taking. You're being bold, like, this doesn't necessarily seem like it's maybe not that thought through. It's like a random spontaneous idea, but it feels so good because it makes you feel alive after this death, literally. Like, this guy's dead, so maybe that's something that you were feeling for a little bit there, like just very disconnected from yourself, from your intuition, looking for joy and happiness and just living life. And you have this opportunity for this spontaneous adventure and to take it. Obviously, like good thing, and don't go on an adventure with some random person that you don't know anything about. And then we also have unleash your passion, connect with your sexual energy, sleep naked, touch, moan, and fantasize, enjoy pleasure. Oh, you'll have plenty of that. I definitely think so. Follow your passion. You're going to have that with yourself. You're going to have that with this person. You're going to feel very connected to your body in the next 3 months. And then we have all is temporary. It's okay not to feel your best. Like the moon, we go through phases. Give yourself time to get your groove back. This too will soon pass. I think this is for you for now, what you're going through. Just remember that whatever it is that you're going through, it will pass. You will have this happiness here. The sun will come out. And then keep being you. What others say or do is a reflection of them, not you. Don't take anything personally, drains your energy. The emotional freedom aspect, where this is what I was talking about, like being in control of yourself and your emotions and your thoughts. And just because other people have their own issues that they're projecting onto you and their own insecurities and fears and all the things, don't make it feel like it's about you. Don't take it personally. And then that brings you down emotionally. This is where you have that strength of sense of self, and this feeling very centered, and grounded and just self-assured, and like, this is who I am. This is what I have to offer. This is where I'm going. This is what my worth is. This is my truth. And your bullshit is not going to affect that. I'm going to stay strong and happy. I'm focusing on my happiness. So you're just like focusing on your own happiness. And at the bottom, you have accept. It is what it is. Healing occurs naturally with acceptance. Make peace with what is. The only way out is through. So if there is the pain that you're dealing with, just know that accepting the situation for what it is will help you heal through it. Healing will occur naturally. Anything that this little escape getaway and kind of like a reconnection with your joy and passion is gonna remind you of, like, life is worth living. Like, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of happiness here in your future. That is the potential. And you're gonna have an opportunity to experience that in the next 2 months with someone. So yeah, it looks really good. So that's what I have for you, pile 3. I really hope that you enjoyed that and it resonated. Please let me know in the comments below. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.